The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the winners of 4 straight, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. To kick off to get this game underway. Well, that will give them good field position as he kicks it out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Bunch formation for these receivers. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. The delay of game pushes the offense back. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Rayner. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle, it's Humphreys. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. And this big orange offense getting it done in the passing game.
And great execution by the quarterback. And when you think about Tennessee offense, man, when they got their trigger man, and they've had some great ones. Peyton Manning, T. Mark.
There he goes. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there and catching the football.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. They'll try to get outside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. It's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown ball. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll get rid of it. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior.
This quarterback has got a ton of speed, and it doesn't just help him running the football, but it helps him in the passing game, too. You just saw right there how he was able to use that speed and athleticism to buy himself time to at least give him an opportunity.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And, man, you got to like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not going to always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here is the Tennessee offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to throw. It's Rayner. Makes the grab. It's Humphries. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Paynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He turns it loose to the left. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
This is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're fourth and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Man, they can barely see the first down marker from there, but they'll go for it on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And that's the money down, man. Fourth down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
They'll try it over the left side. Oh, he's headed to the end zone. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they tacked on the extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Dropping back, it's Simpson. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Catch in the middle, it's Ball. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stops.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. A beautiful pass.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 39. 1st and 10. Quarterback may change this route. To the air on first down. Throws to the back. Grabbed in the middle. It's Ball. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. He wants to throw it again. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. They'll send the tight end in motion. Looking to pass, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Horton. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unloads to the wideout. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass pro.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Using his legs at the ball. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. Quickly complete. He'll be run out of bounds at the 14. Alabama quickly back to the line. Wants to throw on first down. He's got him. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. Fourth down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got him this time. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Barges ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown tie. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Looking downfield, it's Rayner. Got his man. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Wants to go up top on first down. Dumps it to the back. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be.
Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Volunteers getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw again. On the move to his left. Running into the open space. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
And the balls with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw, it's Rayner. Moves around to clear up the vision. Trying to escape and get it himself. Past the 30. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Back to pass. Immediately fires to the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that end route.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Finds his big tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
Man, wow, what a catch by the big fella. And when he's not open, he's open. So nice to have a big target that can make those type of catches. I imagine he'll keep throwing him the football.
They're not into threes. They want sixes. And to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on fourth down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Now on fourth down, here comes the field goal team. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. To throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the big fella. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Alabama pushing the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on first down. That's caught. It's Hale. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Snagged in the middle. It's Young. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Horton. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And this one is perfect. They're back to within a touchdown. 17-10 is the score. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Volunteers will kick it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Russell. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just...
Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. To the air on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Throw to the sideline, and it's complete, and they've got a big play. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Tennessee.
Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. The gift to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You're going to stop the run game. You better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Scanning the field, it's Rayner. He's got him still on his feet. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Football time in Tennessee is all big orange right now as the Vols have built a big lead.
And you can hear the Tennessee fans, and they're yelling Rocky Top at the top of their lungs. Tennessee's got it going. Jesse, later in the game, second half, this is right where they wanted to be.
I just think momentum's a real thing, and they've been able to ride that momentum here in the second half. When plays have presented themselves, they've taken advantage of those opportunities, and that's why Rocky Top is pulling away.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's moving out of the pocket. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. So now it's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Williams.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Has this head coach lost his mind? Does he know where the ball is on the field? He's going for it this close to his own end zone. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Grab near the marker. It's Hale. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the 1st down out to the 30.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Makes the catch. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Running back searching for a hole. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Quarterback strolling away from heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. And he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. NC State is currently trailing in this one. But it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pack team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back. If anything develops, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Vols can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Toss sweep, trying to get it outside to the right. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. To the air, it's Rayner. Caught over the middle, it's Humphreys.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. With the catch, it's Watson. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Volunteers are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Humphreys. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. Finds a man on the right. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. And the Vols with the 1st and 10. They want to run it left here. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Vols! That'll give him a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Might be changing the route. Back to throw, it's Russell. The short hands, it's Hale.
This is a fun spot to be in defensive. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
There's nothing better than being a defensive lineman and a defense period that pressure the quarterback, that gets hits on him, that make him feel uncomfortable, especially when you come into their building and you get everybody really, really quiet. That's a great feeling.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The defense burns their 3rd and final timeout of the half. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He'll take another shot here. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped short of the 40, right at the 41, and this interception is giving them a great opportunity.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Humphries. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Dropping back, it's Rayner. Might be looking to run. He'll try to do it himself. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
Really nice job on the scramble that time. He saw an opening. He went out and got the 1st down with his legs. He's killing this defense right now. Throwing it. He's now doing it running as well. Anything this guy wants to do is working.
Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the 4th quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. The defender was right there.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go.
Makes the grab on the right. Here he goes. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama!
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And he makes the extra point. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. First snap of the drive from the 25. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. He'll start this drive firing, using his feet to buy time. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The #1 job is to protect your quarterback, and they weren't able to do it long enough that time.
This offensive line race, they've got to do a better job communicating pre-snap and try and figure out which people on defense are going to be rushing the passer. Right now, this offense just looks confused up front.
To the air, it's Rayner. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. And the Volunteers line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Snaps it in the shotgun. Buys a little time with his feet. Throws to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Big guy smells it. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback sneaks ahead. Sneaks it in.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was finished off with a quarterback sneak. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
If they can pick up a yard here on second down, that might put this one in the books. Wide receiver going in motion. The pitch to the left. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
Smart offense. I love it, man. Make them use that timeout. Run the football. I can run the football and let that clock now tick inside of a minute. I'm in great situation to win this football game. Just be smart and keep that thing running.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. The toss to the right. Got a little space. Still on his feet at the 40. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
And man, is it nice just to have this guy right here. Like, give him the football, and they're going to give it to him early, and they're going to give it to him often. And a lot of times we see, man, late in the games, just like right here, he makes those big plays, wears down the defenses, and he is a handful late.
The Vols, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Looking for a man. It's Rayner. Under fire. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout called by the defense. 13 seconds to go. The Volunteers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the catch. It's Odom. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. Tonight it's Tennessee who will celebrate its victory throughout the Volunteer State as they have turned back the tide to lay claim to this rivalry once again. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.